Welcome back to episode 2 of Nordey, my region-locked Ironman. Last episode we unlocked the city of Edron, and right now we are going to grab a couple of basic equipment upgrades and some royal spears. Although royal spears require level 25, they will still provide a large DPS increase using them at level 20. Not only are they 5% more accurate than spears, they will give me 5 more attack at my current level and 10 more attack than spears when I get to level 25. You might have noticed I didn't grab any leg armor, and that's because I couldn't bring myself to spend GP on brass legs when I can very easily get them as a drop. I decided to do a quick run-through of the rotworms to see if it will be worth my time. And long story short, it was not. But I remembered that I unlocked Edron surroundings earlier and decided to go explore that instead. While I am not expecting much to happen on the surface, there are a few caves that won't have any unlock requirements since they are not separate areas. Seeing as how I am not in green stamina, I will eliminate most monsters I come across. I tried talking to this dude and exploring his house, but I'm guessing most NPCs I find won't be useful at this stage of the account. The town right above me called Stonehaven isn't technically unlocked yet and won't be a priority. I have no idea what gobbling slime means, but I'm guessing it's probably for the best I don't go down there yet. Instead, I'll work my way around Stonehaven, ignoring those were creatures eyeballing me like a tasty snack, and check out the cemetery. Now, I don't remember exactly what is down there, but I do remember watching a video from either Goody Eye or Kusnier about this being a potential hunting place, and I feel pretty safe about doing the first level or two. Quickly remembering to add these to my tracker since I am pretty confident I'll complete both their bestiary. I immediately start off the trip by going into the wrong hole, but thankfully wasn't punished by some hidden boss or something. I am pretty happy to have this unlocked and am willing to bet it will be a lot more fun than playing with the trolls. I'm not sure yet if I will want to do loot bags here, but figure I might need to since I'll be a poor little boy for the foreseeable future. Ghouls are where the real money is going to be at, and I should easily be able to sustain supplies with how much GP they drop. And mummies will be nice too, but their paralyzed mechanic is super annoying. I'll continue exploring while seeing how much I can actually clear this place, but right now it looks pretty easy and like it will be my go-to-profit spawn. I hope something down here will drop me some pants at some point because I don't really like feeling exposed like this. I also didn't realize that these gargoyles suck to kill with my setup, but this guy wasn't getting away even if I did have to follow him into Satan's butthole to get the kill. I'll wrap up this trip and return to explore what I can with my new unlocks. Before going to the surface, let's go back to the Forgotten Mine to grab a crystal for the Sea of Light quest. And this will be the last mission of that quest I do until I kill the demon. I didn't really talk about it in the last episode, but after I kill the demon and get the ability to unlock other regions, I will start with quest-related ones like the Sea of Light or the Grimvale quest. Speaking of quests, I am pretty curious as to what tower this quest is for, but it looks kind of ominous, so I think I'll let it be for now. I'm not really sure where that wisp went off to, but they drop a cool backpack and will probably be a pain to farm, so I will try to finish them off whenever I see them. I will avoid the wyverns I find out here for now. Mana ain't free and I don't want to spend it healing their strong poison. Not surprisingly, the wisp did not drop the rare item, but by the time I finish their bestiary I will be on drop rate for the backpack. Initially I wasn't expecting to hunt enough wolves to get an unlock out of them, but they are all over the place up here, so I put them on the tracker. It doesn't look like there is much going on around this part of the map, but up ahead I make Lenny jealous when I get to tend the rabbits. Moving west I see a nonchalant hole and a nice little beach. Curiosity gets the better of me and I decide to hop down it real quick with my rope ready, where I proceed to be thankful that I chose brown as one of my character's outfit colors. I take a second to heal up and add a note on my map to never go back to this death trap again before continuing on my way to reveal the rest of the map. After exploring the previously shown part of this dungeon, I elected to test out the next floor down and see how it compared to the first one. I am super happy to see demon skeletons due to their GP and potion drops, and initially this floor seems pretty doable and there is plenty of room to kite with a good variety of monsters to hunt. I think the only thing I have to worry about down here is to not push too far and let the monsters spawn behind me, putting me in a bad spot if I'm low on supplies. I've been checking sarcophaguses as I go and so far there is nothing to show, but odds are one of them will have something useful in it or a quest item. Now, this guy made me jump a little in my seat which is probably pretty obvious with how long it takes me to actually attack him. And it's at this point I realized how much of a pain the alcohol mechanic can be. Having a low-level creature completely destroy your ability to move is not something I remembered. Flirting with red health again and getting lucky with a level up, I take this as a good reminder not to fly too close to the sun and should probably settle down for a couple levels. I made my way to the Edron Vampire Crypt -2, located on the far west part of the island, right below the dragon lair. Seeing as how there are a lot more demon skeletons over here, I plan to make this my home for a bit, even though they hit pretty hard with their melee. So that thing I was worried about 30 seconds ago with monsters spawning behind me when low on supplies kind of happens here. I probably should have just selected defensive fighting and made a run for it once I realized how dense the spawn got, but I was able to make it out alive again and hung out up here while I restored some health. I'll show a quick example of what hunting down here is supposed to look like. I know it's not super efficient to hunt off green stamina, but at this level you kind of fly and I want to get some money. Also, I looted some leather legs but couldn't find the clip. Your boy is no longer freeballing everywhere he goes. With my current speed of clearing these monsters, I find kiting around this big rock to be pretty easy, and just poke out left or right as required to continuously be fighting something. I'm still getting used to the correct angles to take at this point, so I am tanking hits from time to time. Here is level 26. Level 27. A little shield upgrade with level 28. And here is the last ghoul needed to complete the bestiary and unlock a new area. This definitely won't be the last one, but let's remove ghouls from the tracker and pick a new area to unlock. I am gonna go with the Goblin Den since I am already over-leveled for that area anyways. I figure the sooner I go about exploring it, the less wasteful of a task it will be. Although in hindsight it might have been better to go straight to the dragon lair in order to buy my promotion. On the plus side, at least I'll get to chip away at the rats on my way over. Goblins are officially added to the tracker. I have to imagine this one won't take long at all, and I actually remembered to start discovering the area before going there, so we are off to a good start. I don't plan on filling out the goblin assassins or scavengers while I'm down here, but it's always good to have some easy ones in the holster if I need to unlock a region down the road. I'll speed it up to 10x since there isn't a lot going on in this hole, but I'll let it play through because I am willing to bet most people don't actually come down here, so you can think of this as an accelerated tour. The majority of the stronger goblins are deeper in the cave, to nobody's surprise, and are probably only ever worth doing on a rapid respawn weekend for me. Although if I ever get one of those, I will be camped out at Elf Scouts for that juicy elvish bow. Welp, that's the goblin area. Super happy I picked this one to unlock next. Although it's not all doom and gloom, I did get level 29 along the way. Most likely one of the few people in all of Tibia to do so on a goblin. Anyways, let's finish the map discovery portion and get to almost dying to random creatures in other parts of Edron. There's the last goblin needed for the bestiary. Now, unlike ghouls, that actually might be the last one I ever kill on this account. Almost forgot to include the riveting rat-killing content on the return trip. I made my way to the orc area and will spend my goblin bestiary unlocking it. Not gonna lie, even though I saw the shovel in my inventory, I was super paranoid about forgetting it and trapping my character here. If that happens, it would end the Ironman arc, so I might just keep one on me at all times. The orcs of this area might not be the best for XP or loot, but will be a fun change of pace to hunt later on. There is also a giant spider deeper down there that I could farm for knight armor while I work on the higher level orcs. I find another hole in the ground and, unlike last time, I know what's on the other side. I still want to see how populated the entrance is for hunting later on. Where creatures drop a couple of items like badger boots or fur armor, that would be nice to have but not a game changer. For now, it's better to see how deep I can go into the orc cave rather than die to a fox. Also, if these bags are ground spawning, I might grab one later since I can only buy blue ones in Edron. Thinking about it, the orc cave could have been a fun and challenging starting spot. Plenty of spears from drops along with food. Not to mention, I know one of these guys drops some swanky studded legs, which is a pretty neat upgrade over what I got right now. These orcs will take a while to finish, so I don't plan on sticking around and working on that now. would probably be better when I have extra money to burn later on and just GFB my way through. That being said, the Orc Shaman Bestiary would be totally worth it for money-making purposes alone. Their Broken Shaman staff drop sell for between 7 to 10k on my server, and with just filling out the bestiary alone would make a normal account 400k on the low end. Which isn't bad starting cash if you ask me. I looked up what is in this hole, and the wiki recommends level 150, so I will not be doing my usual curious drop-in. Sorry guys. I decided to keep exploring even though my potions were running low. I also probably should carry more of them on me to begin with, but oh well, this cave isn't too difficult anyway. That being said, I will definitely not finish discovering the map for this area and will have to come back later on. I find myself in a sticky spot again, but after the last few times I think I handled it a little better and didn't go all the way to red health but instead quickly got out of there. At this point I really wanted to unlock Cyclopolis. So I chilled up here and would pop down to work on the dog bestiary since it's only 25 kills. And with that we have a new hunting spot that is probably the best one when it comes to gear upgrades. Not only is the Behemoth quest down there, which would give me a demon shield, golden armor, and a platinum amulet. There are 2 elf scouts that spawn on -1 and they have a rare chance of dropping an elvish bow, which normally is only pretty decent, but with my low distance level that extra hit chance would make a big difference. Plus, the only other bow drop on Edron would require me completing the Grimvale quest and killing the Black Vixen for a 1.72% drop chance for the composite hornbow. Time to check out how this place feels to hunt at. I probably won't keep hunting the southern portion of this level due to spawn density, but I will clear it once to reveal it on my map. So far it's a pretty nice change of pace with plenty of room to kite though. Back near the entrance there are some dwarves and dwarf guards, and this place could be pretty decent for loot bags if I do any long hunts. Which would be smart in the long run so I could work on multiple bestiaries at the same time and chip away at those elf scouts while progressing the account. And here comes level 30. At this rate I should make sure my next unlock is the Dragon Lair so I can get that promotion. While the recovery gain isn't really a big deal right now, if I ever want to mana sit at the depot to make some enchanted spears in the future, it will make a world of difference. This place is a really nice balance of being easy to hunt, small profit in loot, and decent XP for my level. I bet by the time I clear out this floor everything will be respawned in the other sections. Realistically though, this hunting spot will be short-lived for me. Once I get another 20 levels or so, and unlock the Bone Beasts, that place will be my main XP hunting grounds for the foreseeable future. Probably should have started out with killing these guys once I dropped in here, but let's officially start the Elf Scout grind. Right now, I don't know if I will continue to grind them after I fill the bestiary, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. There isn't much else down here since I don't plan on going too deep to mess with the stronger Cyclopses. But I'll check back in when something happens or I hit a milestone. I missed the recording, but I got some brass legs and level 32 at some point. Shouldn't be too much longer now until I kill a dragon and get upgraded to royalty. And here comes level 33. Really enjoying hunting here right now. And there's level 34. I'm so close to unlocking the dragon area at this point I'll skip ahead to grabbing some loot and killing the last Cyclops. Honestly, the plate shields and soldier helmets aren't worth my time, but I like looking at a giant pile of items on the ground. And there we go, that's the last Cyclops we need. A nice player saw me dragging my meat back to the depot and picked it up to carry for me. Unfortunately, that goes against my rule set and I had to turn down his meat and leave it for someone else. Just kidding, I threw it out because I was salty. There is the Dragon Lair officially unlocked, at the low cost of 500 Cyclopses, so let's remove them from the tracker. Now we find ourselves ready to slay the beast. The wiki says a level 20 with skills above 65 should be able to solo it with potions, so level 34 should be easy, right? Well, nope. It's not easy to get them one at a time right here, so I'll go hunt some demon skeletons for some potions and a free heal by leveling up before I come back. And that's exactly how we will start next episode off. I hope you all enjoyed watching this episode as much as I enjoyed making it.